Alright guys, so let's go over these new DNA results. My Italian percentage dropped a lot. It was 69% originally, and now it's only 60.9%. And I really wasn't expecting that because my mother is full Italian, and I thought my dad was half Italian, but then I learned there were some other things mixed in. Let's see, I am 34% British and Irish, although it says I'm not actually Irish. It says, well, I'm English, Welsh, and Scottish. So not actually Irish, although these things fall into that category, but yeah, that's quite a large percentage, 27.9%. I had no idea that I was Scottish. Guess I didn't really know I was Welsh either. Alright. It turns out I'm not Greek at all, which kind of surprised me. Originally it said that I was Greek, but now it's saying I'm Albanian. So it says I'm 2.4% Albanian and Macedonian. And then it says I'm 0.7% from Kosovar and northern Albania. Alright, and then something else really shocking was that I am 0.7% Dutch and northern German. I literally had no idea at all. Like, I wouldn't have guessed that. So that's all this area up here. That's pretty shocking to me. My Egyptian percentage went up a little bit. It says I'm now 1.1% Egyptian, whereas before it said I was 0.3%. And as for trace ancestry, it originally said I was Nigerian, but now it's saying I'm Senegambian and Guinean, which is, it's decently close to Nigeria. It's like, it would be like this area over here, and I guess Nigeria is like somewhere over here. Yeah. So, it's quite interesting to see different results. I feel like it kind of like messed with my mind because I was like thinking, oh, I'm Greek and Nigerian and, this and that, just to find out like I'm not. So it's kind of interesting. But yeah, these are the new updated results. Honestly, I was thinking about the 0.2% African DNA in me, and I realized, unfortunately, and I really hate to say it, it might have came from slavery, the Atlantic slave trade, because most of the slaves were taken from this area right here, Western Africa. And finding out that I have some, Dutch and German ancestry, and, could even be from the British as well, I probably have an ancestor that was involved in that. I can only assume. And it's just disappointing to know. Although I will say I do love the Senegambian region. I was researching it a few years ago, and I really want to visit there someday. My mom was curious if the African DNA comes from us being Italian, because she said sometimes Africans and Italians are mixed, but I don't think that's what it is, because typically Italians would be mixed with like northern Africans, like Egypt, for example. But when you get, farther down from that, it's a little less likely. I think especially like for that time period. So, yeah, I doubt that the African DNA comes from the Italian part of me. I think it comes from probably English, German, or Dutch. So, yeah. Oh yeah, also, it's my other 23&Me, the old results said that I was Scandinavian, and it turns out I'm not at all. I think they might have confused Scandinavian DNA with the Dutch and Northern German, because it is pretty close to Scandinavia. So the DNA is probably like very similar. But yeah, so a couple things changed here and there. It's just interesting to, I guess, see the truth be revealed. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.